mom and dad. Your mom and dad. Your mom and dad. Your mom and dad.
Well, welcome home, family. It's your mom, and your dad's out of town working, but sayonara sucker, because your Aunt Katie Thurston is here.
Hi, guys. I missed you all. I missed Jess the most, though.
I could cry right now.
I cried last night.
I started crying last night too. Everyone, when Katie walked in the door, I was full mouth. Well, I can't even talk right now. I'm so happy. I was full
You're drunk on our
city.
love.
I truly am. Like, legitimately, I've missed you so much. It's obscene.
Don't make me cry right now.
I'm gonna start crying.
I literally will start crying.
We regularly cry during voice memos to each other,
Dude.
because I'm like, how are you so far away in New York? And I just want to be there with you.
It's the worst.
So the fact that you came and bless your heart. You're like, I want to come see you. And I'm like, oh my God, please, 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 please. Evan's out of town. Me, you, and Ember will have like slumber party vibes. And then you're like, oh, by the way, I can do the podcast. And I'm like, we're doing a Traitors recap.
Oh.
And obviously this is perfect for you because this woman needs to be on the show.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. I've been cast.
Stop.
Just kidding, I'm kidding. But let's manifest that together.
I know that was a fake out, and I still felt a thrill through my body.
Dude.
It's okay. So
I need it.
I need the family to understand. I know you've heard me say this on the podcast, but truly, if you meet Katie, everyone I know who's met Katie watches the Traitors and immediately says, Katie Thurston needs to be on this show.
Thank you. I wish more of the universe felt that way, or whoever's in charge of casting.
Send this to casting immediately.
Please, I'll give you my direct number. Call me.
Also, look at her look right now,
yes.
okay?
If you're watching on YouTube.
You should watch on the YouTube, because she is serving the manor, the Traitor's Castle, so hard. The beret, the furs.
Look, I think I need to be on Traitors, number one, just for a fashion redemption. Okay. Because I know my bachelorette experience. I read the comments, guys. I know how you feel about me, and I support it. I agree. Which is why I'm ready to full on commit to just the fashion element of being on Traitors.
What extremes would you wear? Like, how far would you go style-wise?
Oh, look. So it was just New York Fashion Week. So all these brands are coming up, and I've started just following them. I would never wear these outfits in my normal life, but I'm like, I could see that being on Traitors.
You would look so good in so many different styles of things.
I would honestly, I would probably hire a professional to assist, because let's be real.
I mean, I think I'm pretty sure 99% of the people on this show will hire a stylist for Traitors specifically, because your looks are so fun and dramatic, and especially if you were to go on the show and have a moment like the feast, or like
the most fun,
full feathers, Katie, just head to toe.
Just let me dress up, you guys. I never got to be a little princess, and I want to be one.
I would love if someone would have walked out during that feast moment and gone full animal costume, like not even like a fashion moment. Just like, well, I dressed up like a leopard, like full face paint, full body crawling. God. That's what we need. And I feel like, with you in this zone of being willing to put yourself out there fashion wise, maybe you'd go full leopard.
It's a new identity waiting, honestly. Actually, I heard an interview with Wells recently. He was talking about the fashion element.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he had to submit 15 looks ahead of time.
Stop it.
For them to review and approve and coordinate with each episode.
Are you serious?
So it's very much fashion forward for the show.
I mean, it does feel like fashion is at least 40% of it, if not half.
I think that's why I haven't got the call yet. And so I'm really trying to tell the people who are listening.
This enrages me.
Look at her. I will do it. Tell me what to wear. I'll just wear it. I will just commit to the bit, okay? I will embrace the fashion.
You would be so good. So you'd serve it fashion-wise.
I would try.
But also what people don't know who don't know you personally. Like, I don't think people realize, everyone knows you're a very, very smart woman, but your probably one of the smartest people I know. Like family on a regular basis, when Katie and I are talking and I'm hearing like how she's figuring things out, it makes me feel like I'm just a baby. Like I don't know what you're talking about. You could do work.
I'm your modern day Einstein, guys.
You are. You could do
You
work.
just don't know it, which is why I'd be an amazing traitor.
I know, because you're so charming and sweet, and then you've got this just absolute machine cooking upstairs, just going, and you've got this smile, and but you've figured out a million paths, but you would want to be a faithful, right?
I contemplate this every day because, again, I'm manifesting the call and they're going to ask and I'm going to be like, Obviously, I think a traitor's more fun.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I think I love people so much and connection and relationships that I would be a better faithful. And I think my chest alone would get blotchy the second I told one lie.
That's what I was going to say.
I would have to hide. I mean, this fur coat would hide it well, but like how many times can I hide my chest?
They're literally like, oh, she's covered top to bottom every single day.
Or like Lisa, she had sunglasses on at some point. I'm like, let me just full out poker player it.
I honestly, the shades kind of were a move, even though I think it did make people a little suspicious of her.
I just have headphones, sunglasses, a baseball cap.
You're like fully wrapped.
I'm like looking under my hand like a poker player. I'm like, oh, good morning.
You've got gloves on so they can't see your hand shake. You're like,
I'm sitting on my hands.
Honestly, though, that's the one thing on this show that I'm like, you're not a liar.
I'm not. Even when I tell the truth, I look like I'm lying. I don't know why. Like, just like, why are you acting like that? I'm like, I actually don't know. It's just a physical reaction I'm having.
So the roundtable might be tough if at any point people had their eyes on you.
Yeah. Honestly, this is a great episode to talk about it.
Yeah.
I could be a faithful turned traitor. Just get me far enough that I've like invested myself and committed to being a faithful, and then give me like 2 to 3 episodes where I'm a traitor. I could do that.
Okay.
I can handle like putting on the poker face. I remember on Matt's season when Matt dumped me and I didn't know that was happening. Like he picks up the rose and I'm like, oh, and then he puts it down and I just knew the cameras were on me. I held my breath. I was like, I'm not giving you anything.
So you served it knowing the cameras.
I knew they were waiting for the shock of my face.
And you're like, we're not going
tears.
to give it.
I was like, hell no. I held my breath and when I watch it back, I'm like, oh, you can tell I'm not breathing. My throat's not moving. My nose isn't moving. So my mouth is closed.
You're like, okay, family, before we keep diving into this Traitors recap with Katie Thurston, I'm so happy. Before we keep diving in, we have to take a quick pause and talk about the fact that it is the month of love. And you all know that I love all of you so very much, but let's be real for a second. There is a very special love in my house, and their names are my dogs. Okay, I'm talking about Ashley and Arthur, because tell me why these BBs, Ashley and Arthur, will sit with me through hours of the Traitors, emotional spirals, sobbing during good books, and still look at me like I am the most important person in the world. That is unconditional love. So this year, we're showing that love back with Ollie, because if they're giving us their whole heart every single day, the least we can do is make sure their dinner is actually amazing. And oh my goodness, Ollie is incredible. Ollie is real fresh food made with human grade ingredients, developed with vet nutritionists and culinary experts. And family, our dogs get so excited at mealtime now. I'm talking like a true deep excitement that I've never witnessed from them before, okay?
Yeah, and what I love is how easy they make everything. Ollie builds a custom meal plan based on your dog's age, weight, and activity level. All the things, so you know they're getting exactly what they need. The portions come perfectly measured, the packaging is mess-free, and they even send a storage container so your fridge doesn't end up smelling like dog food. We really appreciate that, which, trust me, is a major win for everyone involved. They also have an app where you can access on-demand health screenings and connect with experts if you ever have questions. It just feels like you got a whole support team for your pup.
Since our dog started eating Ollie a few months back, we've absolutely seen a difference in their energy levels. They're now very shiny coats. They're healthy poops. And also truly just seeing the excitement is a huge deal to us. Mealtime used to be like, okay, maybe they'll eat. Now it is a full sprint to the bowl, tail going, whole personality activated. It feels good knowing that we're feeding them something high quality that they actually love, like love. So celebrate your number one Valentine, your greatest love, your dog. Head to ollie.com/momdad. Tell them all about your dog and use code MOMDAD to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/momdad and enter code MOMDAD to get 60% off your first box. Okay, back to Katie. So when you're on reality TV,
Yeah.
are you able to be like in the moment and also fully cognizant of the fact that you're like,
I think
camera?
I love being in the moment. That's obviously the easiest.
Mhm.
But I know that there's moments that are like the shocking moment, where I'm like, oh, this is probably where they're zooming in on me, and I'm not going to give that to them because I was so mad.
I love it. You're
Can we at the
just
round
like-
table? I'll hold my breath. I pass out. I'm like, fuck. I held it too long, guys. I'm
They're
sorry.
like, okay, well, this has never happened before, but you're gonna give them the TV they want.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm very curious how much the cast members get to like play into it a little bit. They all come mostly, I think, from a reality
Yeah.
TV background, give or take a few of them. But I think that's also fun is everyone's a little bit experienced in like what's going on. Give us the soundbite. Give us the drama,
Of course.
the theatrics.
Well, and that's the thing too. And speaking of this episode, it was like you could see, I really enjoyed the episode, but at the same time, you felt the difference when the housewives weren't there.
I agree.
You felt the difference. We need reality TV stars who dabble in emotional reality TV.
Yes.
Because once it's just the gamers, we love the gamers, but then you're not getting the same sound bites. You're not getting the same dramatic clips. You're not into the camera versus, our Bachelorette. Those type of emotional, our housewives, those
Yes.
emotional reality players, like give us something.
Yes, because this upcoming drama about the best friend duo.
Yeah.
I almost feel like everyone's just reaching for drama at this point. They're like, there is no drama, and there's no like intense players happening,
Right.
like plays happening, and so they're like, well, the latest drama is we are besties. And before this was like quote revealed, because I literally was like, is this a storyline yet? Do they know at this point? And so
Yeah.
it feels a little staged, in my opinion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, you guys need to reveal this now.
Yeah,
To give us something.
Whereas I have to assume people kind of caught on, like they're like, oh, you guys are in the same industry. You guys are obviously buddy,
I was thinking, I was
while
like,
filming.
how can people not realize this? Katie, this is now an interesting. See, this is family when you've got someone who's been behind the curtain. Because I never would have thought that
It just,
was like pushed, like, okay, it's time to talk about it. But why is everyone acting surprised when I feel like, by the way, Johnny and Tara, they're always together.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh.
They're always, it's not like they're not talking.
I remember in the beginning, they're like, we're not going to tell anybody that we are best friends. And then I was like, okay, but it had to have kind of revealed itself eventually. And so I kind of forgot it was, quote, a story until this last episode. And then I'm like,
100%.
oh, my gut, and I don't know, was like, you guys need to talk about this and like really embrace it tonight.
They reminded me, watching this episode, prepping for us talking about it, I was like, that's me and you. If we were, in the Traitors Castle together, we'd be like, okay, we're not going to tell anybody. And then all of a sudden we're like, okay, everybody, we're best friends. We're like, yeah, you guys were together the entire time.
We know.
Now you're walking down the halls holding hands. And when they were in the round table, it was serving if you and I were on the show together, being like, I have complete blind trust in her.
Yeah, I think it's going to put a target on their back though, because
sure.
regardless, now they're liability. I'm like, oh, so you guys don't care to like realize we're playing a game. You're letting your outside life come into the game.
Yes.
I don't trust your judgment at all. Now you're just like a distraction.
And even if both of you aren't traitors, one of you won't turn on the other if
Right.
one of you is a traitor and one of you isn't. Like, you won't believe that the person, yeah, you're right,
And
it is a liability.
I don't think you're allowed to tell someone you're a traitor. Like, even if we were besties and I'm a faithful, you're a traitor, I think like via the contract, I
Yeah.
don't think you're allowed to be like, Katie, by the way, I'm a traitor. Just don't tell anybody. I don't think so.
That's good to know because I kind of had a running theory, which I know is probably bullshit, but I just liked to fantasize about this theory that Rob and Colton had some sort of pact that Colton knew that Rob was a traitor.
You know, it's possible they might have like given eye contact or something,
Yeah, it's like,
you know, a hard wink, a nudge. I don't know. I think Colton was, I mean, I hate to even give him any credit, to be honest, but I think he really was invested in playing the game well.
Sure.
And that I think hurt him in the end game. Like he was a little too good, a little too vocal.
He was just, and everyone and anyone, he was like, you, to everyone. I'm like, dude, just calm down.
You got to be like Rob. Rob is like controlling things behind the scenes, but like front facing, he's just like, sorry, Jeff, but he is hot Rob.
He is Hot Rob. That's what we've been calling him, Hot Rob. He's
really?
We've been literally calling him Hot Rob.
It's a thing.
Everyone, okay, family. I know. So just as a heads up, today we're covering episode 9, recapping episode 9. So if you haven't watched the entirety of the episode yet, I'm about to, spoil something.
We've been spoiling it kind of.
The next episode like comes out tonight, so I'm sure you've watched it. Anywho, we'll be bouncing all over the place. So in the official Traitors recap podcast, I heard, they end up murdering Dorinda.
I love how you said murdering
Dorinda, right?
Yes.
She was on the Traitors recap podcast and they're like, you're going to witness what it was like in the turret. And she sees Rob talking about her and she gets flustered and she just goes, oh, I love Rob so much. Did you hear him say that like he trusted me implicitly? She goes, that's enough for me. She's like, I never thought I'd get butterflies watching myself talk about getting myself being eliminated from this game. Oh. And they're like, are you for real? And she's like, yeah, he's just so attractive. Oh. And she literally was like thanking Rob
for killing her
off in this game just because he like alluded to the fact that he liked her as a person. And she's like, that's enough for me.
It's his pretty privilege that's working for him. And you know, tell me, I was thinking about this before coming in today.
Okay.
I don't think Rob has really been a discussion at all this whole season.
0.
I was trying to like look up the stats and I was like
0.
How like that alone should be a little bit of a red flag for some of these players at this point, you know? It's
unbelievable that Candace was like, hey everybody, it's Rob. Lisa goes toe-to-toe with Rob, gets eliminated. Mm-hmm. Okay? Candace goes toe-to-toe with Rob. She's like, it's Rob, gets eliminated. And they literally then afterwards say, well, it's definitely not Rob. The fact that they're not even considering him.
I know.
After Candace was like, it's Rob. Like, you know, that was the final rattle before she was eliminated. And then I was even thinking about the fact, I couldn't believe this. Steven was sitting alone with Candace in that room. Mm-hmm. She says, hey, let's talk. I think it's Rob. Rob comes in and Rob goes, Candace, can I talk to you alone? And Steven doesn't clock it later. Like, why did Rob pull Candace alone?
I know. I can't decide if Rob is an excellent traitor or if the existing faithfuls are really just bad faithfuls.
I do think it's a combo of both.
Honestly, Rob just looks at you and goes like, good morning, beautiful. And you're just like, he's a faithful.
So that's literally what Dorinda said. Dorinda said that at breakfast that he'd like walk in or she'd like walk in and he'd be like, oh, you look so beautiful this morning, Miss Medley. Oh. And she was like, that was it.
I mean, my heart just skipped a little. I sympathize.
This man knows exactly what he's doing as Hot Rob.
Oh, he's from Love Island. Like he's a professional flirt. More than The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing. And he's specifically going to this older, flustered woman and being like, Miss Medley, you look stunning. And then she'll do anything and everything for him. She also said Maura, obviously, and Natalie are wrapped around his finger. Yeah. That they're like full. But I'm like, every single person is wrapped around his finger.
I know. And it's just crazy. Like, it's hard to say because obviously we're not in their shoes. But I want to feel like at some point as we get closer to the end of this, that I'd be like, okay, how has Rob never been like discussed? Because like Eric was discussed. Like I feel like at some point almost everyone, for the most part. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Moira's been discussed too much. I don't know.
But her name's been thrown around.
Yeah.
Even like Mark, I think one person was like, well, maybe Mark would be a good trade. Like everyone's name's been thrown around except Rob.
Yeah, he has this like attractive shield guarding him.
He's a god.
I don't know. He's like, from what it looks like, he's so calm and cool. And I think the guys love having this hot, cool guy. You know, like they know he's from like Love Island. He's like the jock, the popular. Everyone wants to be in his circle. The girls want to flirt with him. The guys want to be besties with him, and he's killing it.
He's killing it. I heard Alan say that he thinks he's the best traitor they've ever had.
Interesting.
And I'm like, even Alan is under his spell.
I mean, can you blame him?
He said something like Rob could like step on me. Like everyone's just like,
wait, okay, I do have a confession.
Okay.
I don't dream often.
Oh my God.
I had a dream about Rob, and it was a long dream. Not like Rob made an appearance. It was like me and Rob had an episode. We had a whole dream where I could tell you the beginning, middle, and end.
You had a relationship with Rob.
Like let me tell you, I'll be brief, you guys.
Okay, please tell us about the dream.
It won't make sense because of course it's a dream. But in this dream, he's like in my way, like outside of like a cafe where I have to hang up a sign, and I point to him, and he sees me with like a roller brush, and I'm like, move. And so he gets out of my way, and then I make a joke. I go, I'm sure you're used to women just like falling over you. Kind of like nodding, like I know who you are, but I'm not gonna do that.
I see you, hot Rob.
Yeah. But move, I need to hang up this sign. But then we start like chatting, and like we end up like going on this like walk. And I remember like the way he was talking to me, I was like, oh, he's into me. But I remember my ring was on, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I have my ring on. Like it's so obvious. And then at some point,
you're being faithful to your dream.
Literally, no, because Jeff makes an appearance too. Two things happen. One, Rob makes this weird joke that Jeff actually has as one of his written material, and he goes, "Oh, I have to tell you about this guy, Jeff." I go, "Oh, that's actually my husband."
Stop it. So hold on. So hot Rob
Yes.
stole one of Jeff's jokes.
Yes.
As a pickup energy in your dream. Okay, go on. Yes. This is this. I feel like this feels like an accurate depiction. Please continue.
And then again, dreams don't make sense. And like, again, Rob and I are just like walking and talking, and it's very like, flirty friend energy.
Okay.
Like I'm not obviously like interested, but I'm like, oh, you're charming. Keep talking to me. And then at some point, Jeff randomly like pops in. And he's like, I'd love for you to keep talking to this attractive guy, but I'm at home. And then like disappear. Like these dreams don't make sense. And then I remember Rob going, well, I didn't do anything wrong. And I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then like that was pretty much the end of the dream. But
Katie, he is infiltrating dreams now.
I don't like, it was crazy that of all the things to dream about, that's what you gave me? Get out of my head.
I resisted hot Rob's wiles for a long time.
Yes.
And then that outfit
Which one?
the banquet.
What?
You're like, it's on my vision board.
Whoops. It's okay. Jeff
You
will
know,
not be
that
tuning in.
outfit, I was like, it was high fashion.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, okay, he's doing it all, I understand the allure. Damn it, I'm falling for it. I will tell you. Should we get into officially breaking this episode down?
Yes, because we'll just talk about Rob forever.
I know. It's like an hour later, and we're like, well, so about Rob. Speaking of Rob, though, so let's officially start at the top of episode 9. So we were left off in the last episode with Rob deciding that he has to choose and recruit someone to become a traitor.
Yes.
And he chooses Eric.
Yes.
And we immediately see Eric. When Rob takes the hood back, Eric is like on the floor.
Oh, his jaw broke.
Like snapped in half. This was a moment where for the first time in this season's history, Rob gave me the ick.
Wait, what?
He gave me the ick.
Elaborate, please.
The way that he removed the hood, and he was like, yeah, I know. And he was just like, oh God. He was like, yeah, they call me the traitor hunter. And he was gonna do it. And I'm like, oh no.
See, these sound bites.
It was too far.
Clip farming, I think they call it.
He was for sure clip farming. He was for sure clout farming and clip farming and all the farming on social media. And the way that Eric was like, oh my God, Daddy? And he was like,
I know.
Yes, my son.
I know.
And he like put the cape on him and he's like, it's gonna be okay, buddy. It just gave me the ick. I was like, I can't.
I mean, the dynamic though, it does make sense in this setting, which is crazy because
I know.
I will say I just saw a clip of Eric performing. And
how unbelievable is he?
He was like, there was like that sex appeal.
Oh yeah.
And it's very funny to see him in his own element on stage, basically giving Rob, but like in his own like, you know, artist type of way. And then to see him be this like softy guy on Traitors, I'm like, now I'm wondering, I'm like, is this also an act or are you just out of your element?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder, the out of the element piece is something I hadn't really thought about as much because, I don't know, I guess we're dealing with mostly reality TV people, but someone like Eric, he's an artist.
Right.
So he's not always on like reality television. So there's a level of, I know he's like been on it before, but I don't know. It's like maybe the difference between someone who's done, again, reality TV where it's like I'm showing my emotion and my like behind the scenes life and my romantic life versus, you know, a Kristen who's, okay, you're seeing her from Top Chef.
Right.
That's a different type of,
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, taking a quick pause here, family. You know Traitors is like half about the fashion, right? Katie and I talked about this. It's like at least 50% about the fashion. Well, for me, when it comes to fashion now, most days I need outfits that work for school drop-off, work, errands, maybe a dinner. And I don't want to change 3 times, but like I also want to serve. Like I could walk onto the Traitors set with the fashion, right? That's why I'm obsessed with Quince. They make elevated essentials that are classic, gorgeous, timeless, the kind of pieces you can layer, mix, and wear over and over without getting bored of them. Ember and I actually just got back from Vancouver and it was like very chilly and I felt so very chic layering all my gorgeous Quince pieces. Like, of course, wearing the essential cashmere sweater from Quince. It's so soft, it fits perfectly, and it instantly makes me feel more polished. And I top that off with my khaki trench from Quince, which makes me feel completely runway ready, okay? And the best part, their pieces feel luxe, but the price point is honestly shocking in the best way.
Yes, what I really appreciate about Quince is how intentional everything feels. The materials are genuinely premium. Things like cashmere, organic cotton, and European linen, but the pieces are designed for real life, not just to look good for one season. You put something on and it feels comfortable, it fits well, and it holds up after washing and wearing, which isn't always the case with everyday basics. And the reason the pricing is so reasonable is because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the traditional retail middleman. So you're getting high quality pieces without paying the luxury markup, which makes it a lot easier to invest in things you'll actually wear all the time.
Yeah, Quince is truly a forever repeat wear for me. They're forever pieces I find myself grabbing again and again. The ones that make getting dressed feel easy instead of like a full decision-making event. And it's not just clothing either, by the way. They have gorgeous accessories and everyday staples and home goods. You have to check out their website, okay? It's so good, I'm telling you. So if your closet could use a little refresh, but you want quality, comfort, and timeless style, Quince is the place to start. Upgrade your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/momdad for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/momdad to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/momdad.
But what are your thoughts on him picking Eric?
I think it was smart.
Like, do you think it's in his favor? Like, let me explain my thoughts and then you can tell me. Because I almost feel like Eric, based on what we saw in the episode, he's like crumbling already. He's like not talking. He has no poker face, it feels like. So I almost feel like, did Rob pick him knowing that he would end up like accidentally revealing himself and be let go eventually? Or is this like a strong partner who's going to make it to the end with you?
I think that Eric, everyone's talked about how smart Eric is. So I think Rob, maybe it's like, okay, I have this guy who's super smart, but then at the same time, he will kind of do anything I ask him to do.
Yeah.
And then also, I could screw him over
immediately
if I need to.
Is Rob gonna make it to the end just solo? I would not be surprised.
I think he is.
Yeah.
If I was Eric, the very first thing I'd say is I'm like, I accept your offer. One quick question. What happened with Lisa and Candace?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, who are the traitors we've gotten rid of? We've got Donna Kelsey. She was at the very top. But Lisa and Candace, I'm like, Rob spoke up at the table. Candace went against Rob. Before I accept, can you explain to me what happened?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're going to screw me over. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it because I don't want to leave the game.
You can't. You're like die or join. Okay.
But at least then I'm going to be able to have like the energy of, I can't trust him at all.
Right.
Maybe I'll play that I trust him, but I can't trust him.
I see. And I don't think Eric's thinking that. I think Eric's just happy to hang. And if Eric was smart, he would be like working on, I think, getting Rob out at some point.
Agreed.
Because then at that point, I don't think anyone's suspecting Eric.
He's got to you bringing up him on stage, he's got to bring that energy to this game, because if you should watch Eric Nam perform. He's unbelievable. Like, he's an incredible artist.
It was so cool.
Yes. It's like, bring that.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be a rock star, right? That's the whole thing. So it's like, you present as a rock star and make Rob quake a little bit, Eric.
Exactly.
Like, you perform to like a stadium of tons of people. Like, come on. Don't let Rob, because it's giving father son.
That's what I'm saying. It's giving freshman senior. I mean, hate to bring up that dynamic because
for sure.
But, yeah,
but it really is, and I think that Eric. Okay, so I think the worst thing ever would be to have to become a traitor mid-season. Like, how do you be? I think it would be an amazing opportunity, but like, how do you do it?
That's what I'm saying. I think I could do it.
I know. I think you could too. I could never, Katie. I would give it away immediately.
I mean, it would be hard, but I'm like, so what? There's 3 episodes left. I'll hang in there. Give me a beta blocker.
You're like, just a beta blocker. I would be thinking the entire time about my breathing. I'd be like, was that a deep enough of a breath? Like, that would be that's how rattled I'd be.
True. Hypothetically, it's easy to talk the game. Like, I could do it. And then you're in the moment. You have Kristen asking you one question and you're just like,
but I think
scares me.
When Kristen later talks to Tara, and Tara was like, I think it's Steven. And Kristen looked at her and goes, I think it's you. I would have, now talk about getting flustered.
That's what I'm saying.
I am so into Kristen. She's so hot.
Badass. I'm obsessed with her.
If she would have looked at me and been like, I think you're a traitor, I would have been like, so you think I'm mysterious and capable of that? Like, I'd be so flattered. But yeah, no, her directness is like, oh, you can't get anything by Kristen right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think she even called out Eric a little bit. She was like, you're not saying anything at the table. What's going on? And he was like, and that's what I would be doing. And that's the thing. I think being a traitor can be great depending who your faithfuls are. If you got a bunch of dumb faithfuls, walk in the park. You got people like Kristen.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Like, nope, I can't do it.
She's on to me so fast. I sneezed wrong and she caught it.
She's just looking at you.
Like, you sneeze like that.
Oh, with that, like, the gorgeous suits and the hair. Just.
And the stare. Oh.
I heard too that she was like always making them food.
That's so sweet.
Like at nighttime, because I think the food's not very good.
I mean,
she would like make them like fancy sandwiches and stuff, and everyone was obsessed.
Smart.
So smart.
I mean, maybe that's also strategy. Like, if you have to be like a valuable person, regardless of faithful or traitor, be good at like the tasks, be good at cooking.
Honestly.
Or be hot.
I remember Elise bringing up that, she was like doing like the hair and makeup on her season. It's like, hey, provide something for people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like you're able to then be someone that people love.
Yeah. Subconsciously, they want you around and they don't realize why. It's like, because your sandwiches are amazing.
Yeah.
Or you're just really nice to look at.
Rob.
God.
Okay, so Eric accepts. He immediately is just like, Rob, anything you want to do, we'll do. They go into the turret, and there's not even a question. It's whatever Rob wants to do is going to happen, and we see that throughout the rest of this episode. Eric just looks at Rob, and he's like, Dad, and then Dad takes care of all the decisions. Yes. So the next day at breakfast, we have a few things going down. We're seeing that there is a conversation with Rob, Kristen, and Mark, and they're talking about that it could be Johnny. They think that Candace pushing Johnny to go to the art gallery room to potentially get the shield was Candace trying to see who got the shield. She's like, I need a traitor in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a little far-fetched.
I think people are grasping at anything at this point.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, if I'm a traitor, am I going to be constantly hanging out with the other traitor? No.
Right.
So the second someone is super close with another person, in my brain, I go, well, one of them might be a traitor, but they're not both traitors.
Right.
In the house. Like, it's just, they're going to stay away from each other, I would think. But, I mean, we even had a moment that was sending me where Maura, like, looked at Rob and was like, I thought you were going to get murdered last night. and she's like, because Candace voted for you. And I'm like, what? What are they even saying? I'm like, are you guys not even... Yes, it's right there in front of you.
Rob's so quick though to be like, oh, I think she was just trying to get people off her scent. Like, he said something so like basic, and it worked. It worked.
So basic. No one is suspicious at all because he's too pretty. So murdered, they find out. Dorinda is gone. And the traitors, they're saying, well, we lose an ally, but they can pin it. My brain, and they didn't end up doing this, I was like, oh, they could have pinned it on Steven because Steven had the whole Lisa gold in his basket, and Dorinda had noted that and talked to some people about that. So I was like, oh, that's going to be what they could pin Steven. They didn't even have to try to pin anybody for anything. Yeah. Because everyone else created the chaos. They fully created the chaos. And we see Natalie immediately after breakfast being like, Steven was acting weird. He was being weird. And she then was thinking about the whole Lisa Rinna gold situation. Wasn't, at least from what we saw, connecting it to Dorinda. But she has her crew of people floating Steven's name. And then we have the other crew, the Maura, Rob, Eric, talking about Johnny. Johnny finds out that his name is being floated. So all this chaos is happening.
Which to me feels so random. I'm like, like you said, they're creating the chaos. That was perfect.
They're absolutely creating it themselves.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is...
I'm like, I didn't see any of these names coming.
This is unnecessary. This is then too when Tara's like, okay, I love my bestie Johnny. I think what they did was bananas. And I'm like, what are you two doing right now?
Yeah.
When you said, oh, I think that it might be a producer, like, hey, you guys need to create this because we need some more excitement in the manor. But their bestie dynamic was absolutely cracking me up because they're so sweet together. And then when Johnny even said too, he was like, we both don't know how to play these types of games because when we were kids, we were going to the Olympics. So he's like, we don't know how to play. So like, what are we doing? Like, we're best friends. And it was really sweet. And so she's like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to stand up for my friend Johnny. And I'm going to go to Kristen and I'm going to say, I think it's Steve. And I'm going to plant that. And Kristen's like, it's you. So that did not turn out. That did not go her way. Exactly. So we get to the mission. The mission, which, we can call it Traitor in a Box. Everyone has to get into boxes and they're going to be answering questions regarding the Traitor's thoughts regarding the cast and these questions. But the Traitors have to decide in the moment by getting out of the box, meeting in the center, making a call, and then going back in the box. How anxious would you be doing this?
I just want to know the behind the scenes because to me, I'm like, there's no way that makes sense. Like
Yes.
for the game, for the like, I don't know. Like, so I'm like, do you think they're just telling people to get out of the box occasionally just to like confuse everybody? Like, I just want to know what
Interesting
didn't
point.
make it to the editing, where it's like, you can't just have the same two people getting out of the box the whole time.
Do you think the other people were actually in the box when they were doing this, or do you think they filmed it at a different time?
I want to assume there's a little bit of TV magic happening because if the reality is what we think, which is like, yeah, they're getting out of the box, everyone's in the box, I'm getting anxiety thinking about it. Like, how are these boxes super soundproof? Are these edited scenes later?
Terrifying.
Like, I don't know. I want to, like, of course, everyone's like tied to like their NDAs, but
Yeah.
what really went down?
Now, I did note in the Traitors Recap podcast, Boston Rob had made a comment about how anxious he would get during the like sneaking around portions.
Yeah.
So I think to a certain extent, they are having to like be quiet and do some sneaking, but I don't know if that was in reference to like the murder in plain sight
Right.
situations versus something like this.
All it takes is one creaky wood as the box. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of risk in that
So much.
for it to be a legitimate like face value of what's actually happening.
So much risk.
But if it is, like, good on them because that, like you said, high anxiety.
High anxiety.
But no one seemed to be talking about like sounds.
That's true.
That's what makes me think there was a little bit more of a protection to confuse the people by like, okay, one at a time, I need you guys to get out of the box. There's something I think is happening behind the scenes.
You know what would have made Eric look not suspicious and not like a traitor is if at the round table he would have been like, I hate to do this again. Yes. But my ears, and I know they failed last time, but with my golden ears, I heard the person to my left get out of the box.
That's what I'm saying. And because no one really even tried that, it makes me feel like the boxes are super soundproof. There was some way of mixing it up so like couldn't happen because that's too quick of a game. If you're like, I heard Rob's box open 4 times. Like without like that's crazy.
I heard him talking.
Yeah.
Well, if they could hear a little bit, Eric should have gone to the ear conversation.
Oh, we know how that worked for him last time.
It wouldn't have been a reliable one, but it would have been a, I'm not guilty type of thing. So Rob and Eric get out and they, Eric is like, Dad, what do we do? And Rob's like, don't worry, son, I've got this taken care of. Proceeds to play what I believe was pure brilliance.
I agree. I thought it was an excellent move.
Brilliance. So every question that they were presented, who do you think the traitors are using? Who do you think's the most manipulative? Who you would be suspicious? What do the traitors feel about this? What do the traitors da-da-da-da-da? Rob decided that they're going to use Tara for every answer. Not in a million years would I have thought of this.
It was genius. And I know I'm like crossing over to like old school Bachelor stuff. But back in the day, Bachelor Pad, there was like these contests that are similar.
Okay.
And this couple, it was questions like numerical questions, I think. Or anyway, the couple was like, if it's anything about numbers, always say the number 7. If it's anything about a guy named, say Chris. If it's anything about a girl named, say Jessica. Like it was very strategic. So like these questions would be asked. It wouldn't make sense, but they just mutually agreed. We're answering the same no matter what the question is.
Fascinating.
And it took me back to that, which I know that's like a very old school call out, but it's very smart gameplay in reality television, and I've seen it done before, and I support it.
It was genius.
Yeah.
When Tara's name first got brought up the first round, I was like, oh, it's smart because the question was, who do the traitors think is the most useful to them? And they were thinking that they were going to pin something on Johnny. So it's like, okay, Tara's a great answer.
Yeah.
But then when they continued, pure genius, never would have thought of it. I would have been like, okay, I guess I'm going to maybe answer random ones. I love that they were willing to say screw it to the money.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, nobody cares about the money here at this point.
Well, and honestly,
these are people with millions of followers.
Well, that is a whole nother debate on like how this should actually be done so that people feel a little more motivated for the cash prize. But if these faithfuls caught on earlier, which it seems like they eventually did, It worked in their favor. To everyone say Tara. Everyone say Tara.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the money. But then you got Tara and Johnny not like, despite the group conversation of like, all right, we know what they're doing. Let's lean into it. Let's get the prize going.
Yes.
And they're like, no way. Which just, I think, backfires on them.
So everyone, like you said, they all catch on and they're making the money except Tara and Johnny. Noted, Tara, the final question was who do the traitors think would make the best traitor? And Tara wrote down Rob.
I didn't catch that.
And I was like, okay, Tara, you've said before that you're not very good at playing this game, but I think you're the first and only person to ever float that Rob would be a good traitor.
Interesting. I did not. I'm so blind by Rob's beauty that I'm not even realizing his name's being written down.
But I'm like, okay, interesting. I'm like, imagine she starts to get suspicious.
I'm waiting for Rob to be
and praying.
just sniffed out a little bit.
Hoping and praying. Okay, fam, gotta take a quick pause. We are seeing a lot of gorgeous hair on this cast of the Traitors, luscious hair. And here's the thing. Good hair days do more than we give them credit for, let's be honest. When your hair feels healthy, you show up differently. At least I know I do. I feel more confident, more relaxed, and I'm not constantly checking the mirror. It's a vulnerable truth, but it is true. Well, Nutrafol changed the hair game for me. Nutrafol supports hair health from within and delivers results over time so your hair becomes something you enjoy, not something you stress about. Listen, you all know that I had hair issues that I was stressing about, and I had heard so many Nutrafol success stories from friends and family and people I trust. So I tried it myself about 2 years ago now, and after about 3 to 4 months, the differences that I saw were amazing, okay? Since I started taking Nutrafol, I've had way less shedding. My hair is thicker, it's fuller, it has grown so much. Like it's grown a lot. And it just is so much healthier in general. And I'm so grateful for Nutrafol. I'm a forever fan. They really changed the game for me.
Yeah, and that's really the idea behind Nutrafol. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. They have multiple formulas for men and women that are tailored to fit different life stages and lifestyle factors. So you're getting something that actually fits your needs. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's also the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Their supplements are clinically tested and designed to measure improvements in hair growth, quality, and strength. And it's super easy to stay consistent too. You order online, no prescription needed, and they offer automated delivery with free shipping. Plus, if you subscribe, you can save up to 20% and even get perks like free Headspace membership, which honestly pairs perfectly with any self-care routine.
If your hair has been taking up a little too much space in your head lately, Nutrafol can help make it one less thing to stress about. You can see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code MOMDAD. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code MOMDAD. Okay, back to Katie. So the final question is the Traitors, they have to put a short list up for murder tonight. They need 4 names for people on their list. And they end up putting in Johnny and Tara, because obviously they're being looked at. And this was so smart too. Rob's like, we can't put either of our names in there because then people will assume a traitor would try to look not suspicious and put themselves.
I know. As a traitor, you have to think backwards.
Yeah.
Rob is playing chess, not checkers.
He really is. I hate to admit it, but it's true.
He's so good.
And he's like, put Johnny and Tara in there, and then Natalie and Kristen, both of them are too smart. We got to get rid of them because they're going to catch on. You know, a great list of 4. They get stuck in these boxes. Would you be okay being trapped in a box?
I just want to know how long I'm in this box.
Yeah.
You know, again, like there is a big psychological element of this show where I could see them being like, it's about an hour. We'll be back. And you're just like losing your mind. That's what they want to see. They want to see people losing their
I
mind.
think that they might do that.
Maybe. I mean, they film it in Scotland. There's different rules there.
That's so true.
Like maybe that's why they're like, oh, we can't follow the like American TV laws here. We're taking it out.
Oh my God. What if they kept them in those goddamn boxes for an hour?
I feel like it would have been discussed by now because that's like traumatic.
I mean, every single person who gets off the show, all of the gamers included, say this is the hardest reality TV we've ever done.
Yeah, I heard Rob even talk about the music before going into the Roundtable.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that in real life they're playing the music. And I'm like, oh, so they're really setting the tone.
They're psyching them out.
They're like, we need to see you guys crash out like on your own. They can't manipulate it. We'll just play music and see what happens.
I think they left them in the boxes.
I do.
You've convinced me.
They're still in the box till next week's episode.
Literally, they're there, or they're in the dungeon with the
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Is there anything that if you would, because I feel like, okay, they have them in the boxes. They have sometimes these like they have like the creepy haunted house. They have super physical challenges. What's something that you'd be like, if you got on the show, which you will, when Katie is on Traitors,
Manifest.
what's something that you'd be like, no, I really don't want to do this.
I hate to like say it publicly because
Okay,
then
that's true.
the producers can use it again. No, I'll just be honest though. I think anything with I can't even just saying the sentence. The bugs. Anything with those like bugs.
Okay. So like in the spooky house when all of a sudden like all the roaches come out.
You drop roaches on my fucking head. Physically, I'm fighting off like demons. Like there's not even an element of talking myself through that.
Yep.
Because like, let me tell you, I'm really scared of, I don't even want to say it, but here you go, producers. I'm really scared of spiders. And I've tried to get over it.
Okay.
Because I know, I'm like, it's just, what's the difference of a spider than a bug? Well, or a ladybug, they, spiders have more legs. They're disgusting little fuckers. But I've tried because I'm an adult. It's a spider. It's so little. I've tried to get over it. Physically, my body rejects any idea of getting over my phobia.
Do you start dry heaving? Because
Fun
fact about Katie is when something happens, you dry heave.
Oh, that is true. If they gave me something nasty,
You're a dry heaver.
There's a possibility I will throw up. Not even dry. I will throw up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So here you go, guys. Here you go, producers. That's the way. You want great television? Drop.
Throw a spider.
throw
Oh
a
God.
spider. But you know what I don't mind? I don't mind snakes.
Okay.
That's where I would shine. That's where Rob would be like.
I was about to say,
You'd be in love with me.
So you're like, listen, you're like, Rob and I, we're gonna get along great. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fine.
I'm like, ugh,
He'll love the snakes wrapped
call
around
me
the box.
Medusa. Yeah, but spiders, like cockroaches, count me out. I'll do my best.
Okay.
I'll jump out of a plane, but do not let me touch a cockroach.
So you're down to do like those crazy adventures.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's very impressive. I could never.
the bugs.
Anything athletic during this?
Okay.
I realized, because I've always said, what a fun show to be on. I would love to be on that.
Yeah.
And then one day it really dawned on me that every day they do a physical challenge for the most part. And I'm like, never mind, I can't do it.
I
don't want to
feel
do
that
on public television.
because again, not only am I looking up fashion, I am thinking of my workout routines. I'm like, I need to start now to be in shape, like not even like as an appearance, but like
No, it's
physically.
It's like they're like, hey, you're going to run 12 miles carrying these barrels. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that it was boot camp. I thought that it was like, I thought we were in Scotland looking fashion.
Yes. So I don't know how well I would do there.
Yeah.
I would try my best. But I mean, I've based on like some of the past contestants, you don't need to be the most athletic. But
True.
again, I'm trying to be a valuable person in the challenges, in the kitchen, I know I'm married, but I will charm my way to the end if I have to. And Jeff will allow it.
Bachelorette, please.
Yes.
But of course.
Yes.
You could learn a lot of jokes.
Oh, yes.
You could just do Jeff's full stand-up.
Yes. I'm just slowly leaking his material and calling it my own. And then the internet's like, oh, Jeff stole, Katie's the ghostwriter actually for Jeff. And I'm like, absolutely.
You're like, true. You're like, I won the Traitors and you just found out that I write all of my husband's jokes.
I'm a writer.
It's pretty crazy. Okay, so on the way home, interestingly enough, Natalie is like, you think a traitor would put themselves in a box? Everyone kind of agrees, yes. Is there a traitor with us? And then she's like, you know what, though? I don't think. She's like, Johnny isn't giving me traitor energy. She's like, he seems defeated. So Natalie is like dead set on Steven. Dead set on Steven.
Oh, yes, the Roundtable.
This is then when, right before the Roundtable, that the whole crew is sitting there eating and they see Johnny and Tara walking in arm in arm. I fell out of my seat laughing. They're like skipping through and they're like, we're going to be proud and show off our friendship. And they're just arm in arm, like la-di-da, just skipping through.
See, this is where I'm like, they had to have been doing this the whole season, though.
They had to.
This storyline, it's exactly that. It's a storyline that I think they're like, it is time to release this part. I think it should have been done sooner to be more believable. I can't play into the narrative that no one caught on that they are besties.
They had to.
Given like their industry.
Also, I'm not like a figure skater fanatic. I enjoy it, but I'm not like always up to date. I've seen Johnny and Tara in interviews.
Yeah.
And I'm not like an aficionado.
Right.
Like I think it's kind of known that they're both like in that space.
Yeah.
And work as like hosts.
You just
now.
I
don't. Yeah, you're right.
I think that everyone's playing pretend
You're
right
right.
now. Sorry, guys. I might be killing like the magic.
I need a dose of reality sometimes.
Yeah.
I
real
really
reality.
do. Real reality.
Not edited reality.
Real. Well, what's real is that everyone trusts Rob because Natalie before the round table pulls Rob and Mark and she's like, you're the only two I trust. By the way, cut to at the very end of this episode where Kristen pulls Rob and is it Mark as well? I think, and is like, you're the only two I trust. So literally Rob is getting brought into every secret conversation to hear about who people think are traitors because everyone trusts Rob the most.
It's, again, is Rob a good player or are these faithfuls just really dropping the ball? I cannot decide.
Oh, well, she's like, hey, I just know I'm going to get murdered and I know it's Steven. And now Rob's like, okay, we were thinking about Johnny. But now that she's talking about Steven, we should shift to Steven because Johnny and Tara, that will then make them look even more suspicious. It'll implode on itself. We can get rid of another one, Steven, and then just have these, two quote unquote obvious traitors, Johnny and Tara, left.
Right.
So they go into the round table and Tara is the best friend of all time.
Oh, yeah.
The best friend of all time, bless her sweetheart, is like, I'm a faithful and I promise Johnny is a faithful. And even Maura, who has never seen the show before, looks at her and goes, how can you promise that?
Yeah.
And immediately Tara was digging a grave. It was like, oh, what are you doing, Tara?
It was like a Hail Mary. Like it was almost like they didn't care anymore. They're like, we're putting it all on the table. If I go home, I went home as the best friend ever.
Honestly, and at the end of the day, what matters most? Friendship or the money? It's the friendship.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like as much as like obviously the money is very exciting.
It's great.
There's an element where you get to the end, you're splitting it however many ways potentially. You're paying taxes on it. Maybe you're not getting paid at all, according to Gabby, for a period of time. She's like, "Where's my money?"
Yeah, you're not even getting it.
Yeah.
You're not even getting it.
And I'm just like, I'm just here for the experience. I just want to make some friends.
Yeah.
I don't want my last reality stint to be dating. Put me on Traitors. I just want to have a good time.
You would have a great time.
People cry when they leave because I think they're genuinely like sad they're leaving. It's like adult summer camp. That's how I view it.
It's, the thrill of an escape room.
Oh,
You're in an escape
I love
room.
an escape room.
Katie, do you realize that I just, like something dawned on me this morning when I was dropping Ember off at school?
What?
Before I came back here? I was like, you and I have never done an escape room together.
Wait.
And that is insane.
That
and
actually
we've
is
talked
why.
about it 100 times and we've never done it. And I know you love an escape room and I love an escape room.
We've done so many escape
And
rooms
I'm like,
apart.
should we go to one tonight?
I would love that.
Let's do an escape room tonight.
Oh my God. Why didn't I think of
Start
this?
Googling new ones.
Oh my God. Anyway.
But Traitors is an escape room that goes on for weeks.
That is a concept I've never thought of, and it makes me want to be on it even more because you are 100% right.
Right?
It's collaborative group effort on solving a mystery. Oh my God.
It's a murder mystery with an escape room, and I've always wanted to go to a murder mystery party.
Oh my God.
And I've never been invited.
I I love everything we just discussed because now I'm like, I'm even more motivated to get on.
And you're going to do it.
You guys, I pulled all my connections. I reached out to Alon Gale and I was like, hey, can you put in a good word for me? Who do you know at Peacock? Who do you know at Traitors? I am trying to let the people know I would make a great faithful. I want to be on the show. I understand the game. No offense to Donna Kelsey, but I will not drop the ball like that.
No, you would never.
I would never.
You would never.
So
you would never. And also you would be a faithful who would charm, but also you're not going to play a quiet faithful.
Oh no.
You're not going to, you're going to be a balanced faithful where it's like, you're not going to go full board. You're not going to Colton out and be like, it's this person. But you also like, oh God, like you're going to give it at the round table and you're going to give it in the house and be like, you know, the secret meetings and everything.
Oh, I just want to do it, guys. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but
you're not.
Actually, it's like the year of the horse now, right?
Yeah, and you're the horse.
It's coming.
You're the horse.
It's coming.
It's coming.
You need to have me. Honestly, it's just from like a medical PSA because what a story. Former bachelorette turned breast cancer advocate. Think of the millions of people I can inspire to check their breasts.
You know what? And I just want to say this right now. And I know that we're having Traitors conversation, and I'll start crying.
Oh God, don't do it.
I know you had your cancer anniversary. And I just need you to know that you have been unlike anyone I've witnessed this year.
I want to cry.
You are the most incredible, like family, you know, you're seeing like you advocating and making everything you're going through something that then people can access and that can help people. And then walking through so much behind the scenes and that as your friend I know about, and like your strength and your focus of like, I want to make sure other people, I mean, I have been so mind blown. You are so like your kindness and your heart through everything, but then also just like the passion and your strength. You are fucking believable.
Stop.
And I just need you to know, and I've told you this before, but I cannot tell you how many people message me and who are listening to this podcast who talk about how you have saved their lives and families' lives by encouraging like, hey, or then your tips of like advocacy of like, hey, this is what you need to say when you like literally like unbelievable.
Oh. Thank you. I don't know what to say because I don't want to start crying at the end of the episode, but I do appreciate that. And it really has become like my mission, my purpose right now, to just like throw it down people's throats. Like, hey, you can save your life if you find your breast cancer or whatever, any cancer, really. There's so many different cancers that are like on the rise and it's very scary. And that's something we can't avoid. But what we can do is get early screenings for everything that we qualify for and we can push for. Yeah. And the point of this, guys, is like I can reach so many more people.
You could reach so many people on this show.
You could be on Traitors.
And I think it would be incredible too. Like I know you and I know that let's just say you'd win this. I know what you do with the money.
Oh, girl.
Because I know you and I know what you do behind the scenes, by the way, that she doesn't talk about sometimes with her money.
Yeah, I would 100% be donated. That's what we've been doing in our household. And
yeah.
Oh, that's what I would continue. I mean, I have to. I think research is what is saving my life right now. Mm-hmm. So not to be a energy shifter here, guys, but yeah, check yourself.
Yeah.
Check your breasts.
I love you.
I love you.
You're the best person ever.
Oh,
and
God.
I
just love you.
So honored to be your friend and I adore you and you're going to get on this damn show.
It's a hate crime if you don't. What are you, anti-women? Anti-research?
You heard it, producers. You heard it. Okay, so we have the besties, which is, you know, again, what we would be doing if we were at the round table together.
Truly.
So I do hear them. But what I do have to say about Tara and Johnny is I'm all about you guys, you know, revealing that you're best friends. No one's shocked. They're like, we're best friends. And they're like, okay, yeah, you guys are together 24/7.
It's that meme, pretends to be shocked.
Just like, okay. But what they didn't do is they didn't then have anything to back it up.
Oh, it was gut feeling. That's it.
There was no like, this is why I'm not a traitor. Johnny said like, I'm not a traitor because I'm not a traitor. And it was like, okay, I hear you, but we need a little something, something.
That is where it does get challenging, especially if you don't know the show. Is you like, they don't know how to play it well or like explain it well. You know, like you have to come in with facts of like, here's everything I've done that like show I'm a faithful.
Yeah.
I'm a faithful because I'm a faithful. I'm not a traitor because I'm not. I get like you're kind of panicking, but also I'm viewing that of like, oh, you're 100% a traitor because what is that explanation?
Exactly.
Like you're not prepared to like defend yourself.
You don't have anything.
Yeah.
It's either you're a traitor or you're, I guess, like the most faithful of the faithfuls. Because like you haven't even prepared. But that's the thing too. I'm like, Johnny's been a sharp player through this whole thing. I'm like, you had the past like 24 hours to think about this because you knew that everyone was like, it's Johnny.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would just think that you'd even like make up something to say.
Right. I know.
But then it gets kind of shifted to Steven, and they bring up the fact that Candace had pulled Steven. Hey, we saw Steven talking to Candace right before. I think it was like, you know, a traitor, a secret turret moment, you know, whatever. And Steven was like, no, I think Candace was just like trying to gain allies before her name got thrown around. And I'm like, Steven, please remember that Rob walked in. This is your time to remember that Rob walked in and then has to talk to her alone. Yes. Okay. And then Kristen's like, it's Tara. But now she's getting suspicious of Tara and Johnny because of their declaration. It's back and forth, back and forth. But shockingly, the heat gets put more on Steven. I cannot believe.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming. And I think it's because Natalie is quite influential at the Roundtable.
Yeah.
Where it's like when Natalie says something, people listen. She's a sharp player. She's so smart. And she has great explanations about things. And so when she's like, it's Steven, I think that people started to listen. And then Steven was like, well, maybe it's you. And that was not a good move.
You start to get defensive and then no one's coming to the table with any like actual facts at this point. So,
and then this happened and this was so confusing and shocking to me. They're wrapping up the round table. I'm like, I couldn't tell. I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be Johnny or Tara or if it's going to be Steven. Alan's like, we have the power of the dagger. Will the person use it tonight? And Natalie looks at Rob and says, just say you have it because I'm the only one in the dagger group up for murder tonight. I didn't understand that. Did you?
Wait, I don't even think I caught that. Did she say that out loud?
Out loud. She said it out loud and looked at Rob.
Oh, I need to watch that again because I didn't even clock that.
It happened really quick.
Yeah,
and she was like, say it because I'm the only one in the Dagger 6 group that's up for murder.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I don't understand why that matters.
Yeah, I don't know if she's expecting Rob to then play it for her. Like, I don't know. That's the one thing I don't understand the strategy. Like, why did Rob say it? Like, I know he's trying to show trust, but now it's like everyone knows that you have it. Now you're not using it. When are you using it for yourself to save someone else? Like, I don't have a gameplay for that.
Girl, I have been harping for the past 3 episodes about that Rob dagger move because that to me was the biggest example of his pretty privilege that no one suspects him. The fact that he gets the dagger and the only person that would know is Natalie for sure because he took the dagger from her. The 6 of them, when he hops out and goes, okay, I trust all of you and I know, you know, my like ass will be up or I'll be in trouble because people are going to be worried about who has the dagger, I trust all of you, so I'm going to let you all know now I have the dagger. And I'm like, how did not a single person in that group go, why do you trust the 6 of us?
Right.
That's a wild thing.
That's a big amount of people.
That's a huge swing.
Yeah.
Because statistically, one of us is a traitor.
Right.
And you just say, I trust all of you, so I'm going to tell you. What's the point? I'd be like, that's such a traitor move because there's no point for him to reveal that he has the dagger. No point.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone just wants to be in his circle.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, he trusts me.
Oh my God.
To Dorinda.
Exactly.
He trusts me.
He said that I was a good person, that he trusted me.
I'm part of the like elite 6, you know?
I mean, wowzers.
Yeah.
Wowzers. But I don't know why Natalie said, you have to say it because I'm the only one. I didn't quite understand that. Something's going over my head. But Rob then whispers, I have it. And he's like, I don't care if people know. In fact, it makes me almost look more faithful that people now know that I have it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he doesn't end up using it. But that was a risky move on Natalie's part.
Yeah.
Because I'd be a little bit like, we discussed that we weren't going to say who it was. And you just said that it was me, like in front of everybody.
I do wonder if she's trying to show that she's a faithful by being like, I can be murdered. I'm up for being, like really
True.
just emphasizing like, I'm a faithful, I need to be saved,
That's a really good point.
Yeah. It's hard to know how everyone's thinking. Like, are you thinking ahead? Are you thinking backwards? Are you accidentally making a really great play? I don't know sometimes.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I was like, oh, that's a risk.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know how Rob is going to react. Be like, you just revealed something that I said not to reveal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, family, got to take one more quick pause. This episode is sponsored by Article. So Evan and I have been slowly updating some pieces around our house lately, and I've realized something, okay? When you bring in the right furniture, it completely changes the way a space feels. We recently got a couple pieces from Article, and honestly, I didn't expect to notice the difference as much as I did, but of course I did. Of course I did, because it's Article. I'm talking article.com, baby. You know we are forever fans. Over the years, we've purchased like all of our pieces from Article. I'm talking the dining room table, couch, chairs, side table, etc., etc. And girl, the quality, everything feels solid, substantial, and thoughtfully made. It's not flimsy, not temporary. Like pieces we're actually going to live with for a long time, and we have. And they stand the test of time. It's amazing. And the style is always exactly what I'm looking for. Stunning pieces. You need to check them out. Article has this really effortless look, kind of modern, but warm. So everything feels elevated without feeling overly designed. I'm talking gorgeous style.
Yeah, and that's really the idea behind Article. They focus on curated collections that make it easy to create a cohesive space without having to overthink every decision. Whether your style leans more mid-century modern, Scandinavian, coastal, or somewhere in between, their pieces are designed to mix and match easily so your home comes together naturally, and the quality is immediately noticeable. When our pieces arrived, the packaging was incredibly secure, the materials had real weight to them, and most of it came nearly assembled. You can see the craftsmanship, smooth finishes, and sturdy construction, and hardware that actually feels durable. Plus, they offer fast, affordable shipping across the US and Canada with professional assembly options if you want a completely hands-off experience. And if you ever need help choosing pieces, their customer care team is available 7 days a week. They offer free interior design support too.
And honestly, that peace of mind matters. I have been thoroughly wowed by Article's customer care team. They are incredible. And Article also has a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So if you've been wanting to upgrade your space without spending a fortune or stressing over every detail, Article makes it really easy. I'm telling you, go on their website now. You won't regret scrolling through the stunning pieces. Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. To claim, visit article.com/momdad, and the discount will automatically be applied at checkout. That's article.com/momdad for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. But we get to the vote, and it was tight. It was tight, but Tara votes Steven, Steven votes Johnny, Maura, Johnny, Eric, Steven, which Eric did a pretty good speech, I felt like. I know Kristen then was suspicious of him, but I felt like his acting chops were pretty decent during that part, because I would have been hyperventilating into a bag.
Right, exactly.
I don't know what to do. Johnny votes Steven, Kristen, Tara, Natalie, Steven, and then Rob says he was going to vote for Johnny, but he trusts Natalie and she laid it out, so I'm voting for Steven. And Rob once again gets his way. Mm-hmm. Mark votes for Tara, which was kind of surprising to me because he was planning on Johnny, but Steven gets banished. And I loved how he exited and was like, you guys blew it. I'm a faithful.
It was sorry, but the dullest speech.
It was.
He was like defeated, I think.
Well, also, let's be real. Steven, lovely guy.
Yeah.
Seems like such a gentleman, such a doll. Not the most charismatic person
Yeah.
of all time. He's Sweet Steven.
Right.
He's Sweet Steven.
Yeah. And I think there's a point in this show where people are just happy to not be voted out. So they might not even be like, he's a traitor. They're just like, that's the way the vote's going. I'm just going to go with it. As long as it's not my name, I don't care. We're just,
True.
You know?
Very, very true.
so
Well, yeah. He said you blew it. I would be like, fuck all you guys. Do double middle fingers. I would go, like, I'd be super nice.
Yeah.
And then if I got voted out, I'd my exit speech, I would just be like, fuck all of you.
Oh my God.
motherfuckers," and just lose my mind.
Yeah.
I would like to have a final stamp in my exit.
Yeah. I'm not even manifesting an exit speech because when I get on Traitors,
Wow.
I'm going all the way, guys.
Now that's the real deal. That's real manifestation. She's not even considering it.
I don't need an exit speech because I ain't leaving.
She's never gonna leave. She's gonna win. You're gonna sweep that castle.
Yes.
Well, after the round table, Rob and ITMs, he's like, Tara and Johnny, their bestie for the Resty act is dumb because they show they've been hiding something the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, of course. If I'm sitting in that round table, at that round table, and I hear that you guys, it's obvious you've been best friends the entire time, but now you're telling us you guys intentionally came in and hid it.
Right.
Why should I trust you?
Yeah. They're just a liability. Traitor or not, I'm like, we got to break up this duo ASAP.
They're skipping around the castle. We got to wrap this. Well, that's then when we see the Eric and Kristen conversation. And Kristen is just like, hey, Eric, what's your deal? I'm getting frustrated with you. You barely said anything tonight. And he's like, well, I was lost because I was thinking about voting for Johnny, but then he convinced me with his speech and I didn't want to throw away my vote. And she's like, you need to have your own opinion. And she feels like he's hiding something. And of course, that's when Kristen pulls Rob,
Of all people.
Rob and Mark, and is
You were
like,
so close.
I trust you guys. And it's Eric. And she's like, if I'm murdered tomorrow, just like look for Eric. And then when they get to the traitor turret, I was surprised that Rob was honest with Eric and said that Kristen's suspicious of you. I thought Rob was going to keep that close to his chest and not tell Eric.
I mean, I think he can still use that like an episode later. I don't think she's going home. I think he's going to keep her and keep playing into that dynamic of like Eric and Kristen kind of like not trusting each other or going at it or whatever. Like that's a weapon you can use in like a week.
If you were Eric, would you want Kristen to get murdered that night? Or would you be too nervous that it would get pinned on you because Mark was there in that conversation?
I think I would be too nervous.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, I don't think Eric has the like confidence to then try to make it like, because the alternative is pin it on Mark. Be like, well, Mark said this, or it was said in this room when Mark was there. So it's like reverse psychology. She says, if I'm murdered, it's Eric. So if Mark was a traitor, that's the perfect person to kill. Because then you're like, she said it's me, but like it's not me. Like who a strategic traitor is going to lean into that narrative.
See, this is why she should be on the show.
But again, like you know,
no,
Eric,
that's so true.
Eric wasn't there, so you'd have to rely on Rob saying that, and then I don't know. There's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think when it comes down to Eric, I think you're hoping Kristen stays a little bit before that happens because she's now saying your name. But now you're like, fuck, I need to really.
Well, now it's like Eric's, if they don't get rid of Kristen, so they are throwing around getting rid of Johnny, Tara, which why you would do that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let them just be in and continue to be the liabilities and they'll remove themselves. Natalie because she's smart, and then Kristen obviously because she's super sharp. And the idea now that Eric might have to like do battle royale the next day with Kristen,
That's true.
That's that's a lot.
When you lay out the 4, I'm like, shoot, maybe it is going to be Kristen.
I think it might be.
And she's smart. So even despite what she said, if I'm Rob, I'm like, she's too smart.
And
Her time is coming.
And even though Rob's saying Natalie's super smart and she'll catch on, what we have now learned from Dorinda is that Dorinda, Maura, and Natalie are obsessed with Rob.
Right.
So Rob's like, why would I want to get rid, even though she's super smart and will figure out stuff, she trusts me implicitly.
Yeah.
So probably Kristen would be the person to...
That one does make the most sense.
And then he's like, okay, yeah. Well, from Rob's perspective, he's like, yeah, great. Worst case scenario, it gets pinned on Eric.
Right.
And he gets eliminated and he's a traitor. So then they think maybe they've gotten rid of all the traitors.
Right. That's true.
Because they're right up to the very end.
Oh my God, Kristen's going home.
I think she might.
I'm excited for this next episode.
I think she might. I know. I'm so excited. So basically we see those 4. They get summoned. They put them in the dungeon. They have to do the Jack in the Box thing, which, by the way, talk about anxiety. Jack in the Boxes give me supreme anxiety. Okay.
I love this. Whoever in charge of these challenges, these eliminations, your creative energy is really appreciated, and I'm sure you don't get the call out enough.
Yes.
So props to you guys and your masterminds of every single episode.
It really just the pageantry makes it so delicious.
I love it. It's great television.
So delicious.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And I think, okay, so your prediction, do you think a traitor or a faithful will win this thing?
Okay, I get a weird vibe that Mark wins in some capacity.
Okay, I would love.
Just
we don't see a lot of Mark, and he's just a wonderful person.
I don't see him a lot in the show. It's the post-season social media personality that's giving happy winner vibes.
Interesting.
I could be obviously totally wrong, but I'm like, I feel like he makes it to the end, whether he shares that with other faithfuls. I don't know. I think he had a really good experience, and I think he makes it. I think he wins in some capacity.
Honestly, if Mark won, that would be so iconic because I think we've heard him say 2 things. Like they've shown 2 lines of his.
Hidden winners. That's a thing.
Hidden winners.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that. It does give me a little thrill because you're like, oh my God, who, what?
Yeah. He you see all these narratives happening online, and there's a lot of like drama. I don't know if you've been following it with social media and people tweeting at each other, commenting back and forth.
I have seen maybe 10%, I think, because I'm hearing about it, but I've been trying to look and I don't understand. I'm missing a ton of it. I know a couple things, but I feel like I'm missing a huge part of it that I'm not understanding, that I need to sit and do research
I mean,
on.
I don't even know if it's worth it. The point is, the person I haven't seen really involved in that is Mark. And I'm like, I just feel like he's like a happy winner.
Interesting.
So make this a clip when he wins and be like, Katie called it. Also, why she should be on Traitors, because she saw the end.
She saw it coming
weeks before.
She knew it. She saw it via social media.
Yeah.
You fully Traitors via the social medias. I think Rob's gonna win.
I mean, with Alan saying he's the best traitor,
I just don't. You know what's funny though is now that you say Mark though seems to really trust Rob, but Mark is maybe the only person who I could actually see starting to get suspicious of Rob.
Rob's been under the radar too long.
Yeah.
It's time people start saying his name. Rob hasn't had to defend himself. That's what I want to see. I want to see what happens when he actually has to defend himself fully against a majority vote.
Yes.
And how he gets out of that. Because I don't know if he can. He's been winning off appearance and charm, you know?
Here's my thing. I think if his name does get called out by someone, I can just picture him at the round table, literally leaning back and kicking his legs up and being like, first of all, I'm wearing a crop top to distract all of you.
Oh, he's just shirtless, actually.
Yeah, he's like, I'm wearing a crop. And then also he'd be like, I mean, I don't know, you guys, seriously?
I mean, he is so calm.
He's so calm.
And
I could just see him just being
well.
like, yeah, I mean, if you guys get me out, I'm going to be really bummed out. I've worked really hard to help in this castle and with the challenges and everything. But I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I could just see that low blood pressure energy being like, I mean, is he ever going to get rattled? I don't think so. Even though in the preview, I think we hear him say, maybe it's
a soundbite,
a Frankenbit clip, But you hear him say like that this is the first time he's getting stressed. What if all of a sudden he fully like becomes a different person and crumbles when he gets stressed?
That's what I'm saying.
Baby.
He's been calm, cool, collected because it also hasn't been a lot of pressure on him. So what happens when the pressure is there? How does he navigate that? That's what I want to see. Well, I'm not invested if he wins or not. Like at this point, I'm happy for whoever wins.
Right.
I just want to see a little bit more drama with Rob. Rob has like just skated by. Ice skated by, dare I say.
Coasted. Yeah, full ice skating. Yeah. He's the Olympian now for sure. He's the Olympian now. Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, Tara.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited.
I know. 2 episodes left, right?
I think so.
And then a reunion. I'm stoked for.
So I did see a little tea about the reunion.
With Colton. Mm-hmm. Me too. We'll save it for the next episode, you guys. But
dude, I was like, excusez-moi.
Drama
and
is
then
happening.
Rinna.
Oh, those housewives, man.
Come on, Rinna. God, get it, Rinna.
I would be, to a housewife, I would be the Eric Robb energy. I would be like, mommy.
Yes.
Goddess.
No, literally, you have to worship at the feet of the housewives. And then they become obsessed with you too. They're like, oh my God, look at you. You are absolutely you're so darling. You're so wonderful. Yeah. Oh my God, they'd be obsessed.
Yeah.
You worship, they'd be obsessed.
I have no choice but to worship. Mother.
Mother. Can I call you mom?
I don't even know they would like that. They're like,
oh, can I call you sister? I think they'd probably like goddess.
Goddess.
Can I call you babe? Can I call you hot babe? Well, Katie, thank you so much for coming on.
I missed this dynamic.
I missed being with you and being on the podcast with you, and more than anything, I missed you being in the same vicinity as me and family. Yes. I'm going to remove her from the podcast now so that we can hang out off camera.
Yes, I'm here for a few more days.
Soak her up.
Crashing on Ember's bed. It's been lovely.
Oh my gosh, Ember, I dropped her off at school today and she's like, can you pick me up early so I can see Katie? And I was like, okay, just
my family.
We miss you. Obviously, we have the plug for the producers of the Traitors. Anything else before we wrap?
All I know, the calls are happening right now. That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
And my number's 555-1234. Please call me. And I don't have anything else. I just know you're making a mistake, producers, if you don't invite me.
Do the right thing.
I did hear an All-Star season's coming already. That could be totally a rumor. And I'm like, oh, damn it. That means a whole nother season I have to wait. Unless they mix it in with All-Stars plus like newbies. And then it becomes a dynamic of like...
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'd prefer All-Stars mixed in.
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of done that a little bit with people being like repeaters, but I would like that if it's like half of the cast or even like 70% are All-Stars. And so are the newbies trying to get out the All-Stars because they're like too good? Past winners? I don't know.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know.
You think they'll make Boston Rob a traitor again?
He's a podcast host. He ain't done.
He's not done.
He's showing up at whether the All-Star season is now or later, he'll be back.
They're going to make Boston Rob or Bob the Drag Queen a traitor again. Yeah. Please. We're asking for it.
Yeah. Love.
They'll make Hot Rob a traitor again and he'll do the same exact thing and everyone, even the All-Stars will fall in love with him and then it'll be like, well.
It's going to be magical.
Same song and dance.
Yep.
Well, family, love you so very much. Tune in next week for another Traitors recap. Katie, I love you so much.
I love you, fam. And I love you, Jess.
I love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.